Welcome to Upside DIY. What's up YouTube? Welcome to Upside DIY. So I used a bunch of Harbor Freight coupons. I spent $50 altogether. I got the limit on these epoxies for $1. So I'm gonna be doing a unboxing. This was around. I used 5 items for 30% off, and this was one of them. I think it's a 10-pack of super glue. So it was around $4.50, but I probably paid $3 for 10. And then I've got a few other random items, pretty much grocery bags. So that right there could be worth like is probably some money. If then I bought these were actually at Harbor Freight. So I didn't think they had silicone, but then I saw some, and then and they were cheaper. It was $4, and then I got 2 of these with 30%. So that was 2 of my 5 items. So I'm gonna try to put the 5 items with the super glue, and then this was 99 cents each. So, and then so I got 3 of the items, and then I got a 9 by 12. This was originally $8.99. It's a 7 by 9, but it was $8.99. It was under $10. You get 30% off for 5 items under $10. So basically, I'm going to try to make something more durable out of this tarp. I was originally going to buy 2. Then I wanted to pick up some pry bars, but I really don't need a pry bar. I mean, I don't have that many pry bars. And the one that they've got pretty good deals, but maybe next time. Looking for the last 5 item, which is this. This is a 7 by 64 inch. These are pilot drills. So if I drill 2 pieces of wood together, I want to try to start a hole so that just a lot of the pressure and the wood won't really split too bad. So this is a pretty good size for drilling pre-holes, things like that. So really useful, and plus I got this with the 30% off, but these are only like $2 or $3. So I bought another pack of the smaller ones, 1/16, and that's for sewing and threading and beading and stuff. If I ever do that, like sewing the suitcases, that's for something else. And then I got 2 brushes at $1.49 each. The thing is, I've got 2 other good brushes, but those are excellent brushes and stuff like that. So these were around $3, but I got them for $1.50 each. It's got a plastic handle, things like that, just for emergencies. It's a 1.5 inch and things. I really don't use too much, but I guess I could also use it for cleaning and stuff. I got this is 5 inch by 1,000 feet. So I got this a stretch wrap. I never had stretch wrap, and also this was $7 on sale. So there's on sale coupons, and yeah, I could have got 2. I mean, they didn't have too many of these in stock, but it might be interesting to own one of these. I might use smaller pieces and things, 1,000 feet, 5 inches wide. So, I got a skateboard kind of like right there. And this might not be the perfect item or anything. For $7, I could have gotten pry bar, but the pry bars, they're not your typical pry bar. They actually have a point, like a cone type of, but it was 3 of them. They're only good for like aligning holes or something like that. And then on the other end, it's like a really crooked, large, and that was for the same price as this. 3 pry bars, or some of this 5 inch. I could probably use it for like weatherproofing shoes or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't worked with stuff like this, so might as well. I mean, the pry bars are going to be there. I think if I really need it. I really don't like well, it's not like and it happens. And I also picked up you know, with the pry bar, you know, it's just weird stuff. I just didn't really feel like getting uh this was a free pickup. It's a like a rod, but it's pretty heavy duty. It's pretty sturdy and heavy duty. I don't know what I'm going to really use it for. And I bought two 12-inch. I got the 6-inch ones, and then for $3 each. Now I've got the 12-inch ones for three. I really didn't want to get these clamps. But you know, for the price, and also I already have the 3-inch ones. I mean, I got a few other free pickups, a free plastic bottle, stuff like that. I also got like a e-vaporizer for. I found it kind of. Somebody dropped it, so I got an e-vaporizer. So I haven't tried this one. I'm gonna have to clean it up and stuff. It's got all types of different. This is a really good one. You know, and a USB charger and things like that. So I'm gonna have to clean this up. First, I'm gonna sanitize it and stuff. But you know, and also it's good to take it apart. You know, this one might be interesting. I always like picking up, but you know, sometimes when you know, I've got nothing to do, I also pick this one up for, you know, as a free pickup and stuff. So you never know. I could test it with the charger and it'll keep working and stuff. I just need to really clean things up, especially I've on and then probably take one puff, but don't inhale it. So this one has all types of good digital display to it and stuff. So then it's got this small little button here. I really don't know what that is, but then I got a free hook and a free button, and then I got a free scraping tool, which is half of a scissor. I got a you know, a canister. They're not really waterproof, but maybe if I can make it waterproof or whatnot. A piece of yellow plastic. So I'm kind of checking all the little small pockets. Maybe I put something in. I got a nice rubber ball, and then a rock, a decent rock with a rubber ball and a cork. And then I guess the other two small. I got this weird looking valve thing. I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but and a small so I'm trying to figure out a good way to store this stuff. I'm always kind of and then my Friday pickup, today's Sunday, and then like 2 days ago I got lacquer thinner. This was like $13. I've tried mineral spirits, I've tried paint thinner. I'm trying, but I've got some lacquer. So I've got a can of lacquer and stuff. I could really try to, you know, really. I think I use and this stuff is really good for, you know, cleaning up hopefully, I'm trying to clean up some silicone. I'm going to do a whole different thing with the clear silicone that I got. But besides, so I'm stocking up on this clear silicone just because I want to try to weatherproof or just fabrics, and I've got at least 6 tubes of the water base. The tubes that I bought for $40, but I got 3 other tubes and the lacquer thinner for $30. This stuff right here was actually where I was going to draw the line on what I was going to be buying and getting, you know, but I'll glue all those together. And I almost forgot, you know, besides the $80, I did spend probably $10 on isopropyl alcohol. So I have 2 things, so pretty good deal, especially if I'm gluing, you know, you got to kind of clean some surfaces, things like that. And plus, you know, $80, and I got some extra Q-tips and some snacks, but roughly around $100, roughly at the end of April, which is, but I'm gonna got a few of these other random things. I'm also with the glues and stuff. I'm also repairing a bunch of my shoes. So I got 4 pairs of shoes that I recently repaired and stuff. These laces were a little too short, so I kind of wear the laces kind of like not tied or anything. So So and also, yeah, it kind of is good, I think. I also found like, so I got these are really good like work trays. I'm really glad I picked this. You know, just because things can be a little messy and stuff like that. So you know, just having like you know, something, and this is actually the bottom base part of this, so I want to try to so yeah, really good pickup, you know, for, you know, just to go with a lot of stuff. A nice cooking, wow, a nice cooking. I can use stuff like that. Hot hot pans. Um, you know, small curb pile. They area and stuff. I got a couple of, and this organizer is really good, I think. Got a couple of other handbags, which is pretty good. So, you know, carrying 3 or 4 of those when you're going shopping is going to actually, you know, I just have to sanitize. And then, yeah, I just basically just walked by and there were 4 or 5 of these, so I just picked up 2 of them. I don't know what this is. Um, they look like seatbelt warmers. I'm not 100% sure. And this looked like there was some cool stuff, a wooden fan. I don't know about those slippers. And I see some like DIY, something DIY watercolor set. So this bag has a few random things. Water, I mean, yeah, I mean, why not add some water, you know, touch up paint to little small spots, a small first aid kit. I might even give you know, a lot of this stuff once I sanitize and clean, oh, especially these right here, these Papermate pencils. um oh man, definitely, you know, you know, brand new in the package and stuff. That's gonna make a pretty decent. So I gotta sort out all this stuff and put them into this and stuff. Why not? Um, some Halloween candles. Sure. I mean, it still works and everything. It's just a little recycle. Some Ziplocs sometimes. Um, and I think that's just like a costume, like a robe or something. But some pretty good snacks, I think. Hopefully, I found like some type of windbreaker material. It doesn't have the hood, but it needs to be washed. A lot, whatever's in this bag needs to be washed. Peek in, there's just some toys. You know, there might be some bugs or something. Some pretty decent toys. You know, you know, but there might be some Legos, some like, you know, some type of Lego play kit, basically. So I got a bunch of this specialized Lego play kit that I'm not even, you know, but there's a lot of different pieces that are just different compared to other things. So getting, you know, some stuff out of the way here, and you know, just you know, sorting things out and kind of things. I got pretty lucky. There is an opportunity. Sometimes people aren't into all the same stuff just because you know, other people could be doing stuff. But I touch up painted, so I mixed up. Stuff is reusable. You know, if you cover it up, you could put rubbing alcohol or paint thinner in there, maybe a little bit of water, mix in some other paint. I got a couple of other backpacks. I actually got a really good tactical backpack, you know, as a free pickup. So all types of stuff, and I could weatherproof this. It's got a harness up on the upper chest and around the waist and stuff. Everything works on this. We make use of time and try to have something nice to do, I think. So alright guys, so I'm just going to put this plastic bag in here. So it's just going to be ready to be washed and rinsed off. I've got other